Hello, good morning, and welcome to one more revision session of the topic flexible budget. So, what exactly is flexible budget depends upon the nature of cost that we learned earlier. We know that cost is broadly classified in various types, and one major classification is on the basis of nature of cost, wherein the cost is bifurcated as fixed cost and variable cost. So first let us understand what exactly do we have. There are two important word meanings you have to understand. The topic says fixed budget and flexible budget. So what is a fixed budget? Definition says a fixed budget is a budget that remains constant and doesn't change based on variable cost. However, flexible budget is a dynamic budget. So what is the use of this fixed budget is it can be used as a reference point because the values are fixed. However, as you understand, we cannot just take out the old values and continue with the business. As the business changes on everyday basis, flexible budget is important. One of the most important advantages of flexible budget is that it helps us to actually know the profit or loss incurred at different levels of production or sales, and based on that a manufacturer can decide what is the optimum level of units that are to be produced. For preparing a flexible budget, there are three important components, as you understand, that is the fixed cost, the variable cost, and the semi-variable. For a fixed cost, we can say that the part of cost which remains fixed irrespective of the units produced is called as fixed cost. Like for example, rent of premises. So rent is a time agreement wherein we have to pay a fixed amount to the owner, the landlord, and it hardly depends upon the number of units produced or sold. Likewise, we have depreciation on assets. Whereas variable cost is that part of cost which is based on units produced or sold. For example, we can say the material, the labor, variable overheads, it is directly proportional to the units produced or sold. Whereas in between the fixed and variable, we have something called as semi-variable cost. This part of cost remains fixed at certain level, then there is a slab difference, and then we have the next level, like electricity bills, income tax rates. So it is partly fixed and partly variable. Graphically, I can show you that a fixed cost is a line which is parallel to the x-axis. Variable cost increases as with increase in the production, and semi-variable, as you can see, is a step cost. It remains fixed for one level, then it increases to the next level, and then remains fixed for the next level, so on and so forth. I hope you are able to understand the difference between the two. As far as practical questions of flexible budget are concerned, there may be either two types of questions. First type will be a direct question wherein there will be only fixed cost and variable cost, whereas the second type will consider the three, that is fixed, variable and semi-variable. Let us understand the first type. Before I go to practical questions, I would like to share that these questions are just a reference point. I heard some students saying that these are important. No, these are not important. These are just a way to tell you how to solve a particular question. Okay, now you may get various examples. Don't make a mistake of studying only these questions and appearing for the exams. I have already shared my Linktree ID wherein you can find many more examples. Please do check all examples, and if you have completed practicing those, you can refer textbooks as well. So the first question is, let us say the cost of an article at a capacity level of 5000 units is given. Now it says for a variation of 20% in capacity. So 5000 का 20% करोगे तो 1000. So 1000 above or 1000 below. So based on the variability, the value changes. So they have asked you to prepare a production cost budget at 6000. So what you have to understand? So if material cost is 2,50,000 for 5000 units and it is 100% variable, so what will happen is for 6000 units it would be 3 lakhs. Very simple, 2,50,000 divided by 5000 multiplied by 6000. So ultimately, because it is 100% variable, what you have to do is calculate proportionate value. Same goes for labor. Whereas when we look at power, it says 12,500 and 80% variable. So it means 20% is fixed. So 12,500 का पहले आप 20% कैलकुलेट करोगे which is 2,500 and 80% 10,000 variable है, तो for 5,000 units if it is 10,000, for 6,000 it would be 12,000. Likewise, whatever the variable proportion is given to you, you need to rearrange the things. Now I would like to just share one thing. In my question I have written 1 lakh depreciation as fixed, but while I took it as variable, so please understand, depreciation, if it comes under the fixed cost, the total cost would increase and accordingly the answers would change. So this is just a typical example. So the columns presentation will be particulars 5,000 units cost per unit rupees and 6,000 units cost per unit and rupees. So fixed cost, if I look at it very carefully, power, repairs, inspection, administration, selling overheads. Percentage is representing that part of cost which is based on the question given. Variable likewise. Now depreciation, if you consider variable, this would be the answer. If you consider fixed, the answer would be changing. Please mind it. And it's very simple. What you have to do is first write for the given 5,000 units as it is, and then for 6,000, for the fixed part 60,400 will be as it is, and for variable the per unit will be as it is. So in fixed you have to calculate per unit, and in variable you have to calculate the total amount. I hope I am making sense. Like fixed cost 2,500 divided by 6,000. Acha, I have not calculated per unit here. That doesn't mean that you have to leave it blank. You must calculate the same. Likewise, variable, I have done everything. So 2 rupees into 5,000 is 10,000. 2 rupees into 6 will be 12,000. Likewise, I have calculated for each one of it. So the total cost for manufacturing 5,000 units is 124.60, whereas for variable for 6,000 it is 122.58. So likewise you can calculate for any number of units that you need it. Further, previous slide we have been given 6 lakhs for 50% capacity. So what you have to do is to calculate proportionately for 60, for 80, for 100. The easier option is, since I know 6 lakh is for 50%, in mathematics there is a very simple formula. When you know a value and its percentage, you just do value divided by percent, you get 100%. To illustrate, if I know that 6 lakhs is the cost for 50%, what I do is 6 lakh divided by 50% and I arrive at 12 lakhs. So once I know 100% value, I calculate 80, I calculate 60, so on and so forth for labor and salesman's commission. Finally, when it comes to semi-variable, you remember 60% the values are same. For 80% it increases by 10%, for 100% it increases by 15%. Now this is pure max. Here, since the units produced or sold is not given, we have not done the cost per unit column, and then we calculate the total cost. I hope that these videos are helpful for you to prepare for your upcoming examinations. I wish you all the best, and you can connect to me for any doubts. Thank you. Have a great day.